Hello everybody, how are you all? So today is 3rd of July and it's almost 4 p.m. in the evening, and I have just woken up an hour ago after literal 4 to 5 days of crazy encounters and crazy stuff going on around. Long story short, I mean, that's for some other time and for some other video. But today, what made me to literally wake up and do my household chores within an hour and quickly have bath and just sit and talk about this one topic is because so I slept in the morning, like around 5:30, I believe, yes. And throughout the night, I was talking to one of my friends, and she had been through a lot of stuff, a lot of situations in life. She's pretty younger to me, but she's gone through a lot in life. And we had been discussing how one should not fear and one should not feel shy to talk about the things that they had probably gone through in their life, things which have possibly changed the course of direction of their life and what they probably wanted their life to be, and it did not turn out that way. So what are those situations and what are those experiences? Like for myself, I always talk about my experiences and I take pride in that. A lot of people are like, oh, why do you always have to blabber about, like, you got something to say about everything. So I was like, with God's grace and with God's blessing, you should be thankful to that God that you have someone in your life who has had an experience in possibly everything. Like you just talk about it and I might have an experience in there. And if not my own personal experience, like I might not have gone through that personally, that particular situation, but there will be something that I can always speak about. And again, out of experience, how maybe I've dealt with someone who's gone through that situation that we're talking about, or maybe I've seen someone really closely who's gone through that situation and sailed through it, right? So I'll always have something constructive to some constructive input to feed. And people, they tend to take it in a very negative way. Like, so for example, I openly talk about a lot of experiences in my life, which in India is a taboo to talk about. In India is that's that if a woman speaks about it, means, or has gone through it, means, oh my gosh, she's characterless. Instantly she's characterless. She does not have a character of her own. She is SLUT, and she is all those bad words. She does not have a good upbringing. She is knowledgeable. She is a bitch, and all of those things. Okay. And I have also heard those things from people, and I have also felt bad. But guys, let me tell you something. This moment right now, 2020, the situation, the phase of 2020 that we're in last 3 months, approximately, people had been talking a lot about depression. Okay. This is my own thought, okay? This is my own opinion, and I am entitled to place my opinions. A disclaimer, FYI, guys, I am there. I have the right to place my opinion out there, right? People talk about depression, okay? People say that, oh, I've been depressed, and I've just come out of depression lately. Let me tell you guys, depression it's not like, oh, I've been tired. Oh, I've been so bored. People have started using depression in this context. Like, oh my God, I was so tired today. I just could not do anything. I did not feel like waking up from my bed. You know what? I was so depressed and I just did not feel like getting out of my bed. That's not right. Let us not generalize depression. Yes, there is, as per me, I feel the kind of people that I had been dealing with lately, there could be nothing less than 50 to 60% of the population who's actually into depression. They might know or they might not realize that they're already into depression. Depression is a dark place. Depression is a dark place. Okay? Ask those people, the people who have felt, who've been to that dark place, have been in that, in that dark situation, that dark place for the longest, and they have not, they did not have anyone with them. I had been there. I've been there. I've stayed there. I've tried to harm myself. There was no one there to help you. It's only you alone in that dark place. Depression should not be generalized. Depression is real. And I hope and pray that no one goes into that dark place. No one ends up into depression, because guys, it is for real. It is for real. It is a demon. Depression is a demon. When a person is depressed, stop mocking that person. Stop giving that person advice. Stop telling that person that, okay, you should do this, you should do that. Stop doing that. When a person is depressed, stop laughing at that person. When a person is going through an emotional turmoil, how a depression starts? How does depression begin? We all know about what is depression, but how does depression begin? It is the feeling of dejection. It is the feeling of rejection. It's the feeling that you are not acknowledged. It's the feeling when you are mocked at, you're trolled, you're made fun of, you are made a laughing stock out of nothing, when you have so many things to talk about and tell about, but people are not ready to listen to you. That is when depression begins. That is exactly where depression begins. So I just paused for a couple of minutes. So what I'm saying is, this is not something which can be generalized. There is no such medicine which can cure depression. Okay, even the antidepressants, they do not cure depression. The cure for depression is love. The cure for depression is acknowledgement. The cure for depression is stop mocking people who are actually emotionally disturbed and who are actually, on the verge of slipping into depression. We all talk about this one thing, that I am there. I am there to listen to you. You just have to come to me. Yes, I have said that plenty of times, but I have always meant it, because I have been through this situation. And I take pride again in things like I have saved plenty of lives. My life of 32 years. I know when I receive calls at one in the middle of the night, and then I'm deep into my sleep, and then I'm spending around 3 to 4 hours talking to someone who is depressed, who's feeling dejected, who wants to be heard. No one is listening to that person. That person is feeling, all left out and not acknowledged. That is what I had felt plenty of times in my past, and which is why I had, it led me to, take drastic steps. But fortunately, I'm right here. I'm able to. I'm a strong person. I've turned out into a very, very strong woman, and I'm able to fight all the atrocities in life, and I'm able to stand in front of people without any fear and without any shame in my eyes, and tell them, yes, I have been through this, and yes, I am here to tell you how to get over it, how to get through it, right? People tell that, okay, I'm there to listen to you, I'm here just to call away, I'm just an SMS away, just to shout away and stuff like that. But we all talk about that, and yes, there are plenty of people genuinely believe in what they say, right? But have we ever thought, Have we ever thought that we are the same people who say that, okay, no, I am there to listen to you. Anyone who wants to, speak their heart out, I'm there. Please give me a DM, just send me a DM and stuff like that. But do we realize it's the same us, it's the same people, it's we who actually push the people into depression? I know this one mental health coach, also a fitness coach, and all of those things. So this woman, and I don't know her personally, but yes, I know her through one of my friends who is apparently a trainee under her and also an employee under her, so to say. So this one woman is a very, very, sorted instructor for a certain form of martial arts, okay? So now the thing is, this woman, she's also a mental health coach, okay, and she is someone who actually coaches people on mental health, and she actually speaks about how mental health, how to actually like detox yourself, and how to counsel. She actually counsels people, so to say. Now this woman, she is the same person who had been after my friend's life off and on. We'll call her names, we'll punish her, we'll scold her, and say things to her, nasty things to her, that you're good for nothing, you just cannot do anything without me, you're good for nothing. This is how we work? Today if I am I'm not depressed, okay, but today if I am overthinking and if I'm emotionally hurt and I am in that situation where I'm thinking, oh my god, one of my friends committed suicide, and I had been in a very deep thought process because I had known that person, right? And someone comes and just laughs at you. Why are you? You were not depressed. You were not hurt because the next day you were going out and you were literally, doing all your regular stuff, and you were, conducting all your day-to-day chores, and I was like, so this happened to me yesterday, and I was like, how does anything justify? I know what I'm feeling within my heart, in my soul. My soul is wrenching, my heart is wrenching. I know what it feels when you lose someone whom you've known, and that to a demon such as suicide. Like someone who was full of life has actually taken his own life, or her life. And I had been like, why would you laugh at me? Can't I express my emotions to myself? Can't I be sad and sulking because my friend has passed away? Who are you to question me on my integrity or my friendship with that person, whether it was true or not? Who are you to question whether I really was thinking about that person's loss? Whether I really was thinking about whether I really was sad or not. Who are you to question that? This is where depression begins. This is exactly when you start mocking people, when you start laughing at people, is exactly where you are the person who's pushing the other person into depression out of whatever mindset that you're in. But this is exactly how and where depression begins. I hope this will put some light on to those people who actually try to mock people because they assume and they think that they are right.